I know I'm late on this, but when am I not?
At time.
This video was sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform that inspires discovery through creativity. There are thousands of courses taught by experts in their fields, and there's practically no limitation to whatever you'd want to learn. I've always been intrigued by After Effects, and there's a great class by Jordi van de Put that skips all of the filler and gets me immediately creating. And if you're someone who wants to get into video editing, the same teacher made a perfect class for Adobe Premiere Pro beginners. I also recently started this class on creative writing by Emily Gold to help prevent writer's block. Considering you can learn a lot of these courses at a university, Skillshare will save you quite literally tens of thousands. And now you can save even more. The first 1,000 people to use the link below will get a 1-month free trial. So go out there and expand your creativity, and a big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
Puma have produced some fine shirts in the past. Cameroon 2014 home, Ghana 2020 home, and also Senegal 2020 home. But as of recent, they've been trying to be revolutionary in the worst ways possible. And it all started in May of 2021. Italy had this magnificent away shirt featuring Renaissance style patterns. It was a beauty to look at and celebrated the nation's influence in arts and culture. Switzerland had one of the best designs in 2020 for their away shirts. It had this pattern resembling the Swiss Alps. Every stripe that made a peak had a different color representing the 4 official languages of Switzerland: German, French, Italian, and Rito-Romanic. And not to mention, the stripes themselves are made out of tiny Swiss crosses. It was a beautiful shirt. Finally, there was Austria's breathtaking black away shirt. A feather pattern graced the base of the shirt in an elegant turquoise representing the Art Nouveau style, a style that dominated Austria's arts at the beginning of the 20th century. All these shirts were absolute bangers created by Puma. But then right before Euro 2020, these acts of terrorism were released. All 3 of the original shirts had barely been used because of COVID. So why the f did Puma need to change them in the first place? I will never understand. We went from 3 of the nicest shirts of the tournament to these shitty looking training kits. But of course, with every terrible minimalistic design comes an even shittier explanation talking about innovation or pushing boundaries. They've made a training kit and act like they've just made the fucking iPhone.
You know, my favorite thing about the movie is like it feels like a movie. It feels like a real, like, you know, go to the theater film movie.
Heiko Dessens, Global Director Creative and Innovation, even said the kit celebrates Italy's national pride, inspiring them to achieve greatness at this summer's major championships. Where on this shirt do you see any national pride? You removed it! Not to mention, on some of the shirts, the Puma logo is larger than the actual crest. But now we fast forward to after the tournament. Club shirts, like every other year, are leaked pretty much every single day. And a few leaks showed 3rd shirts made by Puma with the same format they used for Italy. And boy was I hoping to the gods that these were fake. They were not. Puma released 10 new 3rd shirts that all looked horrendous. But there was something new with these ones. The club badge was completely gone this time, instead replaced by generic fonts displaying the names of said clubs. They were all terrible, but by far the worst one was Krasnodar's Live Laugh Love Ass shirt. But hey, you know, maybe they look better on the pitch. Luckily though, the football gods struck justice when Man City bottled against Real Madrid in these shirts. And then came 2022. Puma released their home shirts for both Morocco and Senegal. Senegal's is alright. Morocco had a little more thought. The design is based off the 1998 shirts. I'm not really feeling the same charm from this modern version. It just feels like a generic spin-off. Overall, they're not bad designs. They're just kinda mid. But you expect more from, I don't know, the World Cup. However, this was foreshadowing for something far, far worse to come. A few weeks ago, Puma released their away shirts for the World Cup this fall. Surely this violates some kind of Geneva Convention, because what the f is this? All of the shirts consist of a white base and then in the middle there's a box? But to really grasp how bad these shirts are, let's go over all of them. Consider this to be like a little sneak peek into the grading World Cup shirts video that will be released in like I don't know, when all the shirts are released. First, we have Uruguay away, and yeah, it's just terrible. With Switzerland away, it's literally just a giant "my name is" tag. Serbia have a solid home shirt, but the away is a major downgrade. And then there's Senegal away. Remember the time when I said Puma usually hits on African jerseys? I take that back. Now, Morocco's has potential. It's probably the best of the bunch, but not really saying much. Instead of a quirky box, there's a geometric circle pattern. If the pattern was turned into somewhat of a collage, I think it would look a lot better. Now, we've seen some beautiful Ghanaian shirts in the past, but why now must we miss out on textural patterns and collages for a yellow square I will never understand? The worst part about all of this is that I actually had hope that Puma would change their ways as the World Cup was approaching. I mean, it's a time to celebrate culture, and the best way to do so is on the pitch through that wearable canvas. But no, Puma want to be innovative and break boundaries. Man, I sure can't wait for when Puma break boundaries in 2024 when they release the first ever invisible kit. But what boundaries are they even breaking in the first place? Nike did this type of thing back in 04 and way better. And I'm sure people will ask why it was better, because I mean, it is basically the same concept here. It's simple. The shirts from 04 are just more complete. There's a thin outline around the whole base, which sometimes has a few little mini designs on the sleeves or even the side of the shirt. Then it's capped off with a thicker outline of a circle with the number. Nike did it right. Is it the best concept ever? Absolutely not, but at least there's a feeling of togetherness on this shirt. On the other hand, you just have Puma's Soulless Away shirt that looks and feels incomplete. It looks like those knockoff shirts I could probably get at the mall for like $10. You know those insane people who say bad publicity is good publicity? It's that in shirt form. These kits serve no other purpose other than to get people talking. Puma are basically football's version of shitty influencers. Which means yes, the designers are probably not too far off this. But I'm really sick of Puma just pulling these shenanigans every single year. These designs are an insult to the countries who have to wear them. I get at the end of the day, it's just a shirt and we'll probably grow numb to this by the end of the group stage, but we still should not allow this. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you like the shirts? Do you not? Do you want to see them be burned in a pot? But of course, a massive shout out to all our patrons, including Janos Balas, Cently Hank Dennis, Alfavi, Milio809, Alex Rod, Ulta, Amin Suamez, Arnulfo Martinez Jr., Daniel Ortiz, Darkwolf476, Francisco Hernandez, Jax206, Juan Leras, Kev FM, Mika Deichmeister, Wayandin Mintang, Parafocus, Rory Byrne, The Motor Drive, Tomicus, Trevor Batson, Triple GK, Vanilla Mexican 17, Victor, Carlo SG, Chris Damasceno, Declan Malloy, Dominic Griffin, Emmett Shea, Lewis, Jordan Clavin, Mohammed Al-Bakhale, MX Weep, Patrick Barley, President Pulisic, Tom Little, and Unbroken Persona. If you'd like to join the Patreon, there'll be a link down below and up in the annotations. You can follow me on Twitter if you'd like, follow me on Instagram if you want, follow me on TikTok, trying to get to 15,000 there, and of course you can follow my semi-active Twitch. But until then, I'll see you guys.